Namaste, I'm Emily Gilchrist, and in this session I'm going to be sharing with all you wonderful mamas out there a really easy and accessible sequence to practice just to help you get back into your bodies in a gentle way, help prepare the pelvic floor muscles, help release tension from the lower back, shoulders and neck, and also just to check if you may still have diastasis recti. It's not always easy to know this, so I'm going to just start with showing you how we can find out if we have, and then you can work out for yourself at what level you want to take certain exercises that I'll show you. So firstly, I want you to congratulate yourselves for making this time for you, for being on the mat here and giving some honourable time to yourselves, because we're so deserving. It's so easy to lose that me time when you become a mum, because we're just giving all the time, and it's so important because then we have so much more to give back. I know for a fact that when I make that time for myself each morning, I have so much more patience, so much more love to give to my baby, to my partner, and then it's just a ripple effect of goodness. So don't ever feel guilty about prioritising your time. It's the best thing to do. Okay, so let's just start by sitting comfortably, and we're going to take a few deep breaths and then out breaths just to let go of today and let go of any thoughts and just be here right now. So as you have the beauty of doing this in your own home, you can make as much noise as you like on the exhalation. Just let it all go. And we're going to inhale, shrug the shoulders up. And then exhale. Relax your neck from side to side. So have a nice yawn, gently waking up into our bodies. And so let me just show you how you can do this quick check here to see if you have the diastasis recti. So this is the abdominal tear that people talk about, which pretty much every woman I know has had, but sometimes you don't always realise because it doesn't necessarily cause any discomfort, but it does mean that we should be taking it easy with certain exercises. So a really simple way of finding out is just placing your forefingers above the belly button. Okay, and then you're going to start to crunch up. As you crunch up, you'll start to feel that gap where the two muscles would normally join, but maybe you can feel that gap. So now turn two fingers to face forwards and see if you can fit two fingers in there. If it's very tight, then that's a good sign that you're mending back nicely. Some of you may feel a much larger gap. Some of you may even be able to get three fingers in there. Don't worry, don't be alarmed. It's just so that you know where you are in your recovery, because we often want to just rush back into things quickly, so it's very important that we know where we're at. And I'm 7 months postpartum now, and I can, at a squeeze, put about 1.5 in there, so that's a good sign. I'm kind of ready at the next level, but it has taken me a long time to reach this point, so don't feel disheartened. So you're just making that little crunch and then seeing how many fingers you can fit in. It's quite amazing to feel that actually kind of naturally stitching, binding back together. Okay, and then gently come up. I hope that makes sense for you all. And I'll just start with a little bit of Sufi grind in the hips. This is a really nice way of gently working back into your hips with your breath. Just allowing any nervous tension to release from the lower back and the hips. That's in. feeling into your body. It feels so good to feel back in the body. Oh my goodness. I really do appreciate what it is to be a mum now, having gone through it myself. I don't think I would have ever fully appreciated it if I had not have given birth recently. The demand it has on your body, like physically, feeding, the bending over, everything is requiring us that downward kind of pull. So going back in a reverse direction now, and just be really soft and gentle with yourself. Remember, you've been through a massive transition, and the body really, in a sense, kind of trauma, so it's taking a while to re-establish itself. So we've really got to nurture our bodies like we do our baby. So just allowing everything to come back together with love and tenderness. Good. And come back. Now we're going to remain seated. If you have a folded blanket or a cushion, or maybe even a bolster, that's great. If any of you are suffering from hemorrhoids, or if you have a lot of pressure down here in the pelvis, and you can actually get like a ring cushion, which I would really recommend that you sit up on. It just helps to relieve that tension there. Otherwise, if you're good, you can just sit comfortably here, just to help lift in the lumbar spine. I'm just going to do a very simple exercise for the shoulders, but this is something that you can try and squeeze in at any given opportunity. So as I said before, there's a lot of like leaning forwards. So we really want to get a nice opening in our chests and shoulders. So you're going to extend your arms out to the side. I want you to spread the fingers wide and roll the thumbs back. The more you roll the thumbs back, you'll notice how the shoulders just open up and naturally start to rotate there, giving a little bit more space. Now see if you can squeeze those tricep muscles up into the bone at the same time. So thumbs rolling out, tricep muscles in. Get tailbone down and under. And now, as we start to bring the arms back, I want you to draw the shoulder blades in towards the thoracic spine. So that's the area between the shoulder blades and the upper back. So you're drawing the shoulder blades in, but then also down towards the base of the spine. And then the base of the shoulder blades in towards each other. So shoulder blades in, lifting the chest, down, and base of the shoulder blades in. Keep that action as you draw the arms back and continue to breathe with the ocean sound breath. Breathing and smile. Keep the edges of your mouth turning up. Drawing the arms back, shoulders back. Good. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And now in. Now come back. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Good. Squeeze the tricep muscles in. Roll the thumbs out. Expand the chest. Shoulder blades in. Down and base of the shoulder blades together. Good. And hold. Can you turn the palms all the way up now? Now extend your arms forwards, tips of the thumbs together. Rolling the shoulders away from each other. So the inner upper arms rolling from in to out. The outer upper arms from out to in. And then extend your arms up. Shoulder blades, trapezius down. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades descending to the base of your spine. now change the cross of your legs. We're going to change the cross of your palms. So again, extend the arms forwards, shoulders away from each other. Inhale, come out, and hold. Soften into your belly. And exhale, release. Relax your shoulders back. Okay. Now we're going to come down onto our mats. We can leave the cushion here. And we're just going to release the buttocks back to the heels and place the forehead to the bolster, and again just work on little shoulder opening exercise. So you're rolling the shoulders away from each other, releasing the shoulder blades down, forehead released, chin tucked under, gazing through the center line of your body. Be with your breath. And release. Slowly come back. And now I want you to take your wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers wide, and just gently move your pelvis from side to side. Isn't the pelvis such an incredible thing? Again, a whole new honouring and gratitude for what this body can do. This pelvis is really an amazing part of the feminine. Okay, and then change sides. And again, swing from side to side. Good. Now we're going to extend the right leg back, keeping the left leg back, the right knee forwards, and just again honouring what I mentioned earlier, where you are in terms of your recovery. So if you do have still quite a big gap there in between the muscles, then just go easy and just keep it at this first level and just build the abdominal strength slowly. So left wrist, shoulder in line, right wrist, shoulder in line, extending forwards. Engage the left thigh, stabilize the pelvis. Try to draw the hips up in towards each other. And notice as soon as you do that action, drawing the hips up, then the back of the body just starts to extend more, rooting the sacrum back, the hips forwards. It just stops that sagging. And now if you want to take it to the next level, you can extend the left leg up off the ground. Again, avoid that sagging as much as you can in the lower back. And if you feel like you're on a much kind of further forwards in your recovery, then you maybe want to make it a little bit stronger by inhaling and exhaling. But please don't be in a hurry to do this if you're not there yet. There's no hurry. The body is an amazing thing, as we've learned. So just work at the right level according to you. You'll get to the next phase soon enough. That's it. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. And this is really working the pelvic floor as well at the same time. Release, relax, come back, and change sides. So now right leg back, left arm forwards. Taking the right hip in, you can either stay here Or if you want to, you can take the right leg up, choice is yours. Shoulders away from each other, and if you feel ready, if you're at that stage, then inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, release back down. Good. And come back. Forehead down, shoulders away. Release your neck. Release your spine. And now I want you to come forwards onto your knees. Relax your shoulders back. You're going to interlock the fingers. Stretch your arms in front. And then we're going to inhale up. I want you to engage your glutes, engage your thighs. And we're going to exhale. Rounding the spine, drawing the belly in. And come down. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles up, that's it. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, release, and relax your shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to lie down onto our backs. And I want you to take a bolster here and do a little bit more work for the pelvic floor and lower back. So I want you to place the cushion underneath your lower back, arms out to the side, and oh, this is one of my favourite restful poses since being a mum for the lower back. It feels so good just to release all that pressure down and out and into the bolster. So just stay here for a few breaths and just really allow your lower back to fall heavy into the bolster and just enjoy the comfort of this. Shoulders are opening, palms facing upwards. You can keep the knees slightly together if you want, or hip width apart, toes slightly can turn in. The knees, good. And then release the feet forwards, knees forwards. And now we're going to lift the right leg up. And then exhale, extend forwards, inhale, and exhale the left leg. And this is a really good exercise for just working the pelvic floor muscles, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, release, good. And now, if you can, just gently take the cushion away, come back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And if you have a brick, which I do recommend you get if you don't have one, and treat yourself online and order yourself a brick. You're going to squeeze the brick between the knees, and this is just going to help you to activate those thigh muscles, drawing the backs of the thighs back and the backs of the thighs up to the fronts as you draw your knees over the heels, squeezing the pelvic floor muscles. And exhale. Inhale, palms down, or if you want to, interlock the fingers and draw the shoulder blades in. And exhale halfway. Otherwise, inhale if you can, all the way. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's try the breath reverse direction, and this just helps to retrain as well the pelvic floor muscles. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, and then we're going to exhale up and inhale down, squeeze the pelvic floor and exhale, push up, inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, exhale, inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, exhale, one more inhale, and exhale, and release. Well done. Okay, remove the brick, and then if you can, if you're okay to do this, you can, again, it depends on your recovery here of your abdominal tears. If you're a little bit further forwards and it's very tight to get 2 fingers in there, then you're probably okay to do this. So you really have to judge for yourself. Otherwise, I would just take it very easy and just literally take the block down, because obviously back bends. Its natural kind of movement is to expand everything. We're really trying to get these muscles to contract. So I would just take it very easy here and just get a nice little opening in the shoulders. If you are a little further forwards in your recovery, then I would keep the brick here and then extend your arms in front. And that's it, get the shoulders open. Slowly come back down. Now extend your arms up, out to the side. And you're going to bend your knees to the right. Look to the left. Come back to the center. Drop to the left. Look to the right, and come all the way back. Good. And now you can settle yourself for a beautiful Shavasana. Make sure you take 5 minutes to rest in full relaxation, or longer if you can. And I hope to see you again for another one of my tutorials. Namaste and enjoy your relaxation.